morning, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Do y'all remember the song Stormy? That's us today. And what a day it is. Good morning, good morning. Yes, we are live. Hello, everyone.
Our day started at 4:30 this morning. It was, the lightning and thunderstorm was amazing.
Yeah, mine started before that.
Oh, yeah, she was out here. I was in the house, so I didn't hear it as much.
I woke up to lightning in my eyes. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. So, good morning. Let's get everybody finding us here. I'm going to share it into some of the groups.
Yeah,
Family, I just shared it to you, so you should be finding it now.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of hoping to get it from here so that I can share it out from
Sally,
here, but that's just
good
not
morning.
happening.
Well, if you click on it in the group where I shared it, it'll take you to Enlightened World.
I'm going to do that right now.
There you go.
I just thought I'd go right direct to the source, and that just is not working for me.
It didn't go there.
No, it did not.
Underneath.
Okay.
Yeah, you okay with it?
Yeah, I found us. Yay! I found us
in
Enlightened.
Deirdre. Hi,
Yes.
Luann. Hi, Wendy. Good morning. Hello. How is everybody? Hi, Carol Allen. Sherry Seymour, you're up. Did you get that storm as bad as we did, Sherry?
Wow.
I was laying here thinking about all the people we know around here. Hi, Rick Morrow and Tony. Good morning. Y'all are finding us. Yay. Yeah, so we had a really intense thunderstorm. I started, last night after I got done with the show, I was sitting out here and I saw red lightning over the forest, and Jeryl came out. She didn't know all that was going on, and I pointed it out to her. Wasn't that beautiful?
It really was. It was gorgeous.
I've never seen red lightning before, but it was. It was this intense red, not just a little red. And it was like a heat lightning at that point. It was just like kept lighting up the sky for a bit. But boy, when it got over the river and came this way, ooh, look out.
Yeah.
Find a place to hide.
Yeah, it got really funky here.
It did.
Luann is here with us. Sally and Tony. Of course, you said good morning to Sally before, and I'm saying hi to Tony, Rick, Robert Dosa.
Hi, Robert.
Brenda Riley. Good morning, Brenda.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, the animals had a tough time last night.
Yeah.
Hope, I was sleeping with Hope. She always claims the bed before I even walk over that way. And she was so curled up over my feet. It was like I couldn't even move my feet, or I was nudging her.
Yeah.
And then when the lightning got intense and the thunder started, I don't know where she went. She found a hiding place somewhere.
Yeah, the dogs are always with me and under the blankets and curled up.
Yeah.
Good morning, Stacy.
Hi,
Stacy.
Stacy, did you get some storms? Because I know it came from the Ocala forest over this way.
Yeah.
So it might have been over in Orlando where you are. Yeah. Carol, I feel like a drowning river rat. Not storming, just a lot of rain. Yeah, that rain was intense.
Yeah, I don't know how much we got last night. Sam hasn't monitored the gauge yet. We have a gauge outside that we check. He checks every day.
He hasn't ventured out.
Yeah, he hasn't even ventured out this morning. That's how. Stacy said they had bad storms in Orlando too.
I thought so because it came from that direction.
Right.
Yeah, it was something else. And I love lightning. I love sitting and watching it. But boy, this was so intense. If I had my eyes open, it was like I was blinded. It's like, ooh, there you are. So I tried to keep my eyes closed, although I couldn't sleep. Yeah, it was very interesting. Yeah,
Sherry said it was stormy at her house too. Sherry Seymour is about, oh my gosh, probably 5 minutes as the crow flies, but around, 15 minutes by land to get there. So, and Brenda said it's been raining in Georgia for 2 days now. Lots of wind.
And Stacy said the thunder is shaking the dishes in her cupboard.
Yeah.
It was shaking this whole house.
And it's still bad there right now.
Yeah.
And Wendy, little You
All right, Wendy, you can go.
Hot
You
and
can go
sunny
home
here
now.
in the UK.
Just go home, Wendy. Wendy, how are you doing, honey? We were asking that question this morning.
Yeah.
I wonder how Wendy's doing.
Yeah.
And we know you've been a little under the weather, so we want to send you lots of love, and we've been praying for you. So I hope you're feeling better today.
She is feeling a little better. I asked earlier in our private group, and but she's on a lot of pain medication. She's they don't know if she's got gallstones or really what's going on. They're doing a scan, and of course, here's the other thing that's happening with people that aren't coronavirus related. You can be in intense amounts of pain and not get into the doctor because the hospitals and the staffs are so overwhelmed. So she's in incredible, it's bearable, she says, probably because of the pain pills. Yay, enjoy. But you're not able to get in to get tested to find out what's going on. So there are a lot of side issues with all of this that we need to hold people up and keep them lifted up in our prayers.
Yeah, the struggle is real. So she says some pain, but bearable. Yeah.
This is interesting. Sally De La Rosa says her grandson is becoming a lightning photographer. So I am praying for a good storm for him and for the peace they bring. Wow, I didn't know such a thing existed. Did you?
What you ask for.
Yeah.
If you had been here last night, holy cow. I mean, the lightning was everywhere. It wasn't one of those, and I do love the ones that are streaks of lightning.
Yeah.
This was everywhere. It was like God was turning a strobe light on us. That's what it looked like. It was that powerful where it lit up the whole area, everything. I said, I finally got out of bed. I'm like, okay, I can't just lay here with the lightning in my eyes. And I went over to one of the couches and I'm sitting there talking to the tree at 4:30 this morning. I'm like, tree, I just really hope you're okay. I feel for you because you're out there in this element and all that lightning and the wind. The wind was incredible.
Oh, yeah. It was blowing like crazy.
It was very intense.
Yes,
so,
it
yeah.
really was.
Yeah, so I'm talking to the tree this morning, and she has these, I guess they're big chimes,
gong chimes.
And they kept going off, and I'm like, okay, I hope that's keeping you calm. So we had a good discussion this morning, me and the tree.
Sally says the lightning photos make beautiful art. She's got 2 in her bathroom.
That's true.
Would you take pictures and post them in the group? I'd love to see them.
Yeah, lightning is hard to capture unless you have that camera already posed, and then you get that. I used to have a timeshare condo on St. Pete Beach, right on the Gulf. They have the most amazing lightning storms that come over there, and I've seen some of those where the lightning streaks down in the water and is actually hitting the water.
Sorry.
Luann says, I caught a bit of the broader edge last night. It was great. Congratulations on this new endeavor. Thank you. I'm still like floating from that show because it really did go well. I thought we have a couple of virgins on there. they've never done this before. They've never just sat and talked, especially for that long. It was an hour show, and I thought it flowed really well. So thank you. I appreciate all of you who watched and commented and supported us with that endeavor. It really
was.
Yeah.
I am so looking forward to future shows. I have never seen a group of 4 women who are as articulate and well spoken as the 4 of you guys. I mean,
thank you.
Just it was just amazing. It was really amazing, and I'm really looking forward. I think it's going to be one of the best shows on EWN. And we have a new person with us, Grace Morgan, who is watching from Kenya.
Good morning,
Grace.
Good morning. Good morning.
I love that name.
Me
Grace.
too. And we have Jennifer Marie West with us. Good morning.
Well, good morning,
and
Jennifer.
Jean Lorio came in. Awesome.
Hi, Jean. Yes, I saw. Yeah, it was really a good show. I can't wait till they get into some real juicy topics in 2 weeks.
Yeah, the next one, we will have a topic that we're all going to run with and really explore and go deeper into a topic. So, last night was fun because we were all just letting you get to know who we are. But, yeah, now that you know, look out.
No, it was really great, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm
sorry, Stacy. You can
yeah.
go to Enlightened World Network and just watch it from there. It's also on YouTube. All of our shows, even this show, it goes to YouTube. And if you go to their channel on YouTube, you can find any of our shows. Anything that Enlightened World has done is on that YouTube channel. And you can just sit and binge watch. I love doing that. I used to love to do it to just regular shows, but now I love to watch all of the different variety of shows that are out there. Because we could sit, like yesterday, they had 9 shows on Enlightened World yesterday.
Yeah.
So you could stay on there all day long, but I don't recommend that. Pick and choose and have some balance with it. So if there's something that really catches your eye and you really want to watch and hear what's being said, choose which ones you're going to watch. And then the others are always there. They're always available to us. Oh, it's evening in Kenya. Awesome.
Okay.
And Stacy said she will do that. Oh, thank you,
morning.
Julie Kiss.
Good morning, Diane.
Yeah, Julie says the show flows so well. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Diane.
Okay, and there was something else I wanted to. And Grace, I know what it was. I wanted to tell you, we are the Angelic River family, and we are not a religious group. We are definitely a whole bunch of spiritual people that respect everyone's path. And this was born, Teri is here, staying with me here at the river during this time of shut-in. And so she was outside one morning after she had first gotten here and said, I would love to be able to share this view with everyone in the peace and the calm. Well, guess what? Here we are. Mm-hmm. And it has been how many days now?
Guess what? Guess what?
Today's our...
I found the very first video where I was sitting out there and it just organically happened. Jeryl came out and said hello to us. That first day, I forgot that you did that. You were on the phone with your mom.
Oh, was I?
And you walked outside, and you were able to say good morning to everybody. And Angel came out, gave me a kiss. Aww. I found that video, and so what I did, I tried to put it on YouTube yesterday. Electronics were not cooperating, but I will get it up there because that's our history. That was our very beginning. And I know probably about the first week or so, none of ours is up on YouTube. So I will take time to do that for us so we can have the history of how it all began when we first came up with the idea of Angelic River Family as a group. Excuse me. So that very first video was March 19th. I had just gotten here. Jeryl had come down to get me, to bring me up to do a show on March 23rd, I believe. We were doing a show like that weekend. And so I was up here at the river, and before the day of live streaming happened, all day on Sunday, and that's where it was born, folks. It was so exciting to find that. And I don't know if you all know, when you go on your timeline on Facebook, up where your profile picture is, there's something that says, what does it say? You can look at your history, all of your history of what you have done on Facebook. Whether you've liked something, posted something, went live, it's all there. So I just kind of scrolled back in March because we've been talking about when we started and what our anniversary was. And I found some of the shows, but it was like earlier than March 24th, which we thought was our initial start date. So I kept going back and I found that first one. I was so excited.
I know.
And I told Jeryl I found the first show.
And we have some more people on. And Catherine, good morning. Sharon Boyle over in the UK. And what I also wanted to tell you, Grace, is at the end of the show, at about 8:15 our time, which is about a half hour away, Teri does the most beautiful guided meditations we also lift people up in prayer. So if you have someone that needs prayers, if you need prayers, and again, Teri will say over and over, we are praying to the God of your choice, your understanding. Okay. And so, and then we share the love between all of us in this Angelic River family. We have 16 people to join us, and we will hit the number 500. Do you believe that, in a month's time?
16 people. Will you be one of them?
Yes.
Go on and do that after the show, of course.
Yes.
To answer Catherine, it was March 19th was that day when I set out there and turned live on it. And I actually did a meditation prayer at the end of that one. So that was the very beginning of us really lifting each other up. And Wendy, you were on there. I saw Wendy, Diane, you were on saying hello. I can't remember. We had like 200 views of that first show.
Wow, yeah.
It was amazing.
It is. Wow. And how's it? Oh, I bet Sharon's got good weather too.
She's not on yet.
Yeah, she is. Sharon,
is Sharon Boyle?
Yeah, she's been on.
Sharon, I didn't see you come in, honey.
Yeah,
good morning.
Yeah. And let's see. Diane says, thank you. And such a beautiful creation. Big, huge thank you to you, Teri Angel.
Oh.
So, yes. Okay. So, yeah, happy anniversary to all of us. And in fact, today is the 24th, which I think is kind of the first conscious. I think that's when you started the Angelic River family, maybe? Because it was a few days, several days after we were doing the broadcast.
We already called it, on the second day, we were already calling it Coffee and Conversation.
Right.
So I think we may have started the group on the 24th.
Yeah. So that's, and of course, then Wendy joined us. Wendy was one of the very first to join us. And
Wendy, if I had not been at home that day, I would not be here now. I was off of work then. That's right.
How divinely
Diane
guided.
Remembers it well. Yeah. So let's do a question today. Speaking of storms, right? What gets you through the storms of life? And, we do. We have storms all the time in life. We may not see the intense thunder and lightning like we did here, but there's some little storms, but it doesn't matter the size. We all go through things in life. And what is it that gets you through? What gets you through the storms?
Prayer. I mean, all of my spirit team, whether it's angelic realm, fairy realm, ascended masters, archangels, my galactic family, and all of my friends, I'll tell you what, this has been a really tumultuous few days for me. I'm going through some major transformation and upgrades in myself. And it's some of the most emotionally and physically painful work I've ever done in my life. And I have to say that if it had not been for all of you, as I was going through it yesterday, I went into isolation after the show. I was outside watching the river. I was doing the Ho'oponopono all day. I was so physically drained, but I knew I could feel your prayers. I could feel your love. I could feel your energy. And at the darkest moments of that, that's what got me through it. I knew that it was going to be okay. It didn't matter what I was feeling. It was going to be okay. And it was literally all the love and prayers that everybody was holding me up in yesterday that got me through. And I am so, I don't think there are enough words for me to express the gratitude that I feel for each and every one of you that have been holding me up over the last few days. It has been an intense ride. One I would go that I know is going to keep happening for some time, off and on, but I couldn't do it without you, and I am eternally grateful.
Yes, absolutely, and that's me too. It's the support system of having others there. Yeah. And that deep faith, that deep knowing inside that I'm always supported, I'm always surrounded by the angels. When I'm in those dark moments, I call in my angelic realm. I surround myself with the angelic energy. And it's like last night when the physical storm was happening outside, I did the shield of Archangel Michael. And if any of you want to know what that's all about, I can tell you, and I can send that to you. It's actually an attunement, a Reiki attunement that I can send by distance and give you the information on. And then you have that for protection at any time. And I have used that if I get in a car, if I'm going to be on the road, I use it. I use it over my finances, over my home, everywhere. So as the lightning was cracking, and it was really, really intense, I did the shield of Archangel Michael. And I said, this house is protected. This property is protected. The poor tree outside that was weathering the storm, I said, okay, protection for that tree. Because I love that tree. I talk to it every day. So that's what gets me through, is my belief, my strength that comes from that deep knowing that of who I am and what I am, and that I am protected. So and I'm loving all of your comments.
I am too.
I see a lot of the love. That's the theme that's going through every one of you, and the belief. I love that. Thank you for responding. And I saw Jillian Spooner come in. Hi, Jillian. Welcome.
Hi, Jillian. Tony says love and faith. Luann says faith, family, love, and prayers. Sherry, support of my friends gets me through, along with spirit. Yeah. Catherine, prayer, faith, hope, love, and lots of spaghetti.
Don't forget the spaghetti. For me, it's chocolate. Lots of chocolate.
And Leandra Abraham joined us today.
Well, good morning.
It's welcome to Angelic River family. And Deirdre says, my belief that everything happens for a reason gets me through my darkest days. Absolutely. Absolutely. Julie says, knowing you can depend on others to talk through the storm. So many people depend on me for that support in the storm. I really love helping others. Yes. And I hope that we're here to help you, because Julie, you're a giver.
Right.
And I just get this feeling that she needs to receive.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
As well. Yeah.
And Carol Allen, love and support of my family, friends, neighbors, and the angels, answering prayer.
Right.
And Belkis Gonzalez, good morning to you.
Good morning.
I would really appreciate you send me the Archangel attunement. Thank you.
Awesome.
I'm going to put my email address into the comments. Any of you that want to reach out to me, I can send it through email to you. The information, not the attunement.
Yeah.
I'll send you the email, and when you get that, just open it up, and you will say words to receive that attunement. It'll have everything explained in there.
And good morning, Tina Valant. Wonderful to see you this morning.
Hi, Tina girl. How you doing down there in South Florida?
Yeah. Did you have any storms down there last night, Tina? We had like really, really big ones here.
And Fran Marley is here. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Fran. Awesome.
Okay, so that's the email address. Those of you that are just coming in, I've offered to send the attunement to the Shield of Archangel Michael to anybody who wants it. It's a wonderful Reiki attunement.
Tina says what gets her through is, I would assume this is in response to that
the
nature
question of the
and
day.
the outdoors.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that does for me too. I'll tell you, that's yesterday I laid out on the couch. The outdoor couches where we've broadcast from. And so I was right there. The swamp was right next to me, and the river was right there. And it was just that energy of that really, really, really helped.
Yeah, and Tina didn't get the storms. Thank God, Tina, because it was
good.
intense here. Oh, my girl, if you were here with your camera.
That would have been amazing.
We had red lightning last night, Tina. I've never seen red lightning before. It was amazing. It was right over the forest across the river.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I saw somebody else's comment, Jean Lorio. Ever since I was little, the angels were there for me. Me too. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't still be here. Oh, I am right there with you on that one. And speaking of nature and the outdoors, we wouldn't even have this if it wasn't for this beautiful scenery and our ospreys. I love Lucy and Ricky are ospreys. And that's what started that whole thing. They woke me up that morning. Lucy is very chatty, and she talks and talks and talks, and especially first thing in the morning. And so she was waking me up early. I'm not an early morning person. I'm really not an early morning person.
No. She's not.
For a month now, I have been. But before that, I was like covers over the head because daylight was coming in. It's like, nope, not yet.
Hey, everybody. Sharon, our friend Sharon Boyle over in the UK, she's been feeling pretty fragile since last night. She was in tears last night and this morning. She's breathing through it. Let's all give her a big old energetic hug. And we are lifting you up, Sharon. Here's one of the things that's happening right now. Of course, we have this timeout. And good morning, Cousin Annie. We have this timeout that we've been given for a time in, I keep saying. And what's happening, and I'm hearing this from all of my friends that are in the spiritual community and on this path, all of the stuff that we have not released or transformed is up. Mm-hmm. We've run out of time. We've basically run out of time. So, we're here to help in the ascension of this planet and to move forward and to create a new world. And we can't create a new world with the old stuff. I can't remember if it was Einstein or who said this. You can't fix a problem with the same mind that created it. Right. It's the same thing. We cannot move into a new world with our old world beliefs. And so it's happening to all of the light workers, the people who came here to really, really, really make a difference and help in the birthing of this new world. Well, guess what? We get to go through it first. And that's always been the way with light workers. We get to heal first, and then we can help others. It's like the oxygen mask coming down. We get to do the oxygen, and then we help someone else. So that's exactly what's happening here. So it's so important that we keep and continue to lift each other up and to help each other through this. Absolutely. And to nurture each other's souls, because we came here as a collective to do this very thing. So Sharon,
we sure did. The
sweetheart,
volunteers.
I'm right there with you. Yes.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. We are the volunteers. And and Tina made the comment about her possums. Tina, I saw that yesterday. I saw your picture, and there's a mama possum with babies that are on her porch.
Oh, I'm going to have to look at that.
She has cuteness overload right now, and one of them wandered off, so she was able to take it back to mama. And she said it was such a struggle not to hug it and hold it and kiss it. So I understand that. I love baby anythings, but baby animals are just so adorable. Yeah. I feel like that, I forget the name of that cartoon where it's just the head looking over the fence and then there's the hands. What is that?
Oh,
the hands are peeking over.
Kilroy.
I'm Kilroy this morning. Hi, everybody. But I wanted to put that question of the day up. I just wanted to make y'all laugh. Yeah. Laughter raises your vibration faster than anything. And that's one of the things that has gotten me through the storms. Yeah. Is really getting into some really good belly laughs and just lightening up inside. When you start to laugh at things, and then you can laugh at yourself and you can be silly, then you know that you're going to be okay. Because you've gotten past that deep darkness that you were in. Sharon
is going to go to the river in the woods later. And yes. And
good,
Tina
Sharon.
says, out with the old, in with the new. Sally, you're absolutely right. She says, absolutely, far too much damage has been done. So now we have to be pulled aside so everything can heal. Yeah, absolutely.
And good morning, Sherry. Sherry Layton Gatewood just arrived. Hi, darling.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. We are lucky to be in Florida and being able to get outside in that.
Sunshine kills the virus.
Yeah. So, yes, here we are, everybody. It's another morning, and you know, even with it overcast and that here, it's still beautiful. We're really blessed.
Oh, it was beautiful when the storm was happening.
I
it was
bet.
just intense.
You scared.
I have a healthy respect for lightning.
Yes,
I really
I
do.
too.
And you know, I've known people that have been struck by lightning, and I'm like, okay, I won't be stupid. I'll stay my distance and put my protection on. You know, Archangel Michael's got this.
Yeah. Good morning, Sherry Gatewood.
Yeah,
nice
she's
to see
sneaking
you.
in late. She says
That's okay. You sneak in anytime you like. Oh yeah, Sharon. I find that major grounding that really helps, putting your feet in the water. And good morning, Kathleen up in
just
Tennessee.
showed up. Hi, darling.
It's good to see you. Let's see, what time is it? It's 8 a.m. Oh, she's either had a cancellation or she's right in between students. Our friend Kathleen teaches English to the Chinese students right now, so she's been doing that a long time. Oh, yes. Sally says, have you ladies seen the photos of the channels in Venice? They are clearing enough to see jellyfish swimming through them. Beautiful.
It is beautiful.
It is amazing how that just like completely changed because of all of this. So, yes.
I want to say good morning to my friend Steve Hickey down in Fort Lauderdale. Hi, Steve. Thank you for showing up with us this morning. And we have Rob Fallhaber from Periscope. Good morning to you. Thanks for watching us on
Rob.
Periscope.
Kathleen had a no-show.
Oh, okay. Well, that's our blessing
yes,
then.
we get to have you with us. Carol says, yesterday I put on my big girl panties and tackled the yard work. So I danced with the lawnmower, assembled the trellis for the peas in the garden.
Awesome.
Good for you, Carol.
You were outside.
I need to do the same. Yeah.
And Sally took your breath away.
Oh, yeah. The jellyfish in the Venice.
Oh, the jellyfish.
Yes. It is beautiful.
Yeah, and Sharon says they had dolphins come in too. I love dolphins.
Wow.
You got your dolphin cup
I have my
this
dolphin
morning.
cup for when Kathleen and I went to swim with the dolphins. I'll have to post my picture of me swimming with the dolphin. It was very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. So, I'm so happy to see all of you here this morning. It's such a blessing. Whew.
I know.
We are family, and we show up. We show up for coffee every day. I love that.
We do.
Come in for coffee or tea. Wendy, I'm sorry. I know that
Wendy
you're a tea drinker.
Tea. Although one morning she accidentally did a combo tea and coffee. She said it ended up being really
I've done
good.
that before, and mine wasn't so good. So I'm glad you enjoyed yours.
Thank you, Wendy, for posting that again. We are the Angelic River family. We are not a religious group. We are, by all means, very, very spiritual. Each and every one of us in our own individual ways. And we have a healthy and profound respect for each other's path.
Yeah. Good morning, Marianne.
Hi, Marianne.
Hi, welcome.
Good to see you this morning. This is great.
Yes, it's a real gathering this morning at the river.
I know.
You know, and we thought it was going to be too nasty together, but we're here and you're here.
Yeah, we are. The universe is conspiring for us to be here because we're right in between storm fronts. And so this has been wonderful because I thought about that at 4:30 this morning. Oh my gosh, what are we going to do? So
yeah, but it led up just before we were to go on the air.
Yeah.
And please pray that it will continue to let up when we have to be online today. I had my computer totally unplugged. I'm like, I'm not taking any chance of that being zapped.
Yeah.
But I do have a show later today with Enlightened World. It's called Sisters Supporting Sisters.
Yes, right.
And so that's happening at 4 o'clock today Eastern Time on Enlightened World Network. And I have a meeting before that. So I'm going to have to be on this computer throughout the day. So just pray for safety. And I will do the Shield of Archangel Michael over it so that it is protected from any storm surges.
And we have our issue support group today at 11, the Angelic River Family Issue Support Group at 11 Eastern Time. So we want to make sure that there's nothing that interrupts that today.
Absolutely.
Now, that's a very long...
That's her poem, and it's in the Angelic River family in that group.
Awesome.
It's on the page there. And Sharon, that was absolutely beautiful. Thank you. And thank you for posting it here for others to see that may not be in our group yet, or those on Periscope that are not in the Angelic River family group.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Wendy, that's a real strong possibility, a nap this afternoon.
Well, for me, it's sleep, because I didn't really get any sleep last night. I was drinking coffee at 4:30 this morning. Thank God that they made the coffee when they got up to close windows. And so, yeah, I'm on. Well, I just finished cup number 3, so look out.
Yeah, she's going to be wired for sound today.
Yeah, those meetings are going to go really good today. It's like, anybody else want to talk? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I got something going on in my throat today.
Some clearing
think I need to do some clearing, I think. Yes,
I think
indeed.
So.
Diane.
Yeah, we'll do some with the meditation also, and we go into that in 15 minutes.
And Diane has a regular time now.
Oh,
doesn't she? I think it's 9:30 to 10:30 every day. So
yeah, that's her time.
Yes.
There's only going to be one problem on Wednesdays, but we'll get around that, because my time is at 10 o'clock on Wednesdays for meditation. Wired for Sound. Yeah, I love that song too. And Tina says Florence the Possum and her pastel have been shared. Thank you. Thank you for putting that picture. That picture was adorable in the group.
Yes. Sally also said truths to be spoken. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Kathleen said her throat has been clearing all morning as well.
So we'll do some clearing in the meditation.
Maybe we'll do some. Yes, thank you, Diane.
Sharon Boyle was asking how the show went, and I think it went really well.
It was amazing.
We've gotten good comments on it. We had a lot of views.
It's in, they were really introducing themselves last night and how it all came about. So it's a great history, as far as how they got to here. But I really believe these shows coming up, these are 4 of the most articulate women I've ever heard before. And they all bring a different perspective to the table. So it's going to be amazing. I predict it's going to be one of the highest watched shows on Enlightened World Network. I truly do, because it's a powerhouse of knowledge that these 4 ladies have and perspective. So
yeah, and we've already gotten people that want to interview us about the show. So we've got a couple of radio programs we're going to be on, and Sign Network, which I'm part of. They're a huge network of light workers, and the founder of that is Summer Joy Raymer. And she told us yesterday she wants to have us on the show and interview us about the show itself. So yeah, so it's getting some attention, and I'm very happy.
Sally needs some throat work as well. And we're all happy to announce that Steve the tree is doing well. Steve is a baby tree, I think a red maple that has been newly planted up in Tennessee. And so maybe, Diane, if you would share some photos with the group so everybody can see Steve and the memorial that you created for your husband who passed, Steve Beiersdorfer. So,
good morning.
That would be awesome.
I don't know if it's Susie Koff or if it's Ruth, but she says, good morning. We are looking forward to sending letters today. Our letters of love. And last night, Peterson, who is the founder of Enlightened World Network, asked that we add her mother to our list of people to send letters to. Her mother has dementia, and she is in a place where Ruth can't get to her right now to visit. And it's been that way for a bit. She hasn't been able to see her mom for a while now. And so let's send some letters to Ruth's mom. I'll post that address in the group today so we can all reach out to her. And thank you for doing that. And let's don't get slack. Let's remember those that have asked for their loved ones to receive letters. Sherry Seymour's mom, Sylvia, she's all alone there, and she's in hospice. So let's remember to send hers for sure. Sherry Meyer's mom. What did I say?
Seymour.
Sorry, Sherry Seymour. We'll send your mom a letter to heaven, okay?
Yeah, I was going to say, that one's going to be a little different letter. It's not going to be the one through the post office.
Yeah. And Melody's here. Good morning, darling.
Mel is just a few canals over from us here on the river. So
awesome.
Yeah.
So you guys can start putting your prayer requests in.
Oh, dear. I love it. Yes, Sam went to the post office and got us stamps too, and they're the hearts. So, today's I've got to get some cards out.
I want to definitely get one out to Sylvia because Sherry, as you know, she had to go back to New Orleans to be with her husband Dan, who is doing great. By the way, we've gotten so many great people. Great responses to our prayer time and the energy we send out. And Dan is one of those, but Sherry is in New Orleans and not in New Hampshire where her mom, Sylvia, is. So I feel like it's very important to give Sherry some peace of mind also that Sylvia is still getting those messages from us. So let's continue to do that.
Yeah. So prayer requests for those of you who are new to the group, it can be for yourself, it can be for a family, it can be for the world. We always put up prayers to the people on the front lines. I have to say, I had a pack from Thrive Market last night, and it was, I felt so bad for the driver of the delivery. It was FedEx, I think, and I just felt so bad for her because you could just feel, that's the problem with being empathic, you feel everybody's energy, and her energy was so heavy and so dark that, and we've had her for a long time, so I know that that's not who she is as a rule, but imagine the energy that they're encountering time after time after time after time, and they're picking up everybody's energy with them as they go throughout their day. And it was such a vivid, visceral way for me to see the impact that this virus is having, and the energy that this virus is creating in the world on our front, whether it's health workers, whether it's truck drivers, delivery people, anybody that's out there is really being affected. So we really need to lift everybody up and get their vibration.
Lift them up, but also one thing that we can do when that delivery driver comes, I mean, usually, you know, if you're expecting a delivery, give them a bottle of water. Bless it, like Jeryl has shown us how to bless the water, how to put positive energy into it. Just give them a bottle of water when they show up, and it's already infused with love energy.
Yeah,
that's a great idea of something that we can make a difference. You know, one little way we can make a difference. Absolutely. I want to say good morning to Isabel Reese. Good morning, and thank you for joining us.
And Tony asked for prayers for our government to do the right thing for the people. You know, it does not matter what your political opinions are, or bent, whatever your views are. We need to pray for everybody, and this is the time to put partisanship aside and to just pray for everybody who's making any decisions for us.
And Catherine for her husband and her mom.
Yes, and Deirdre, her daughter Dania, please hold her up. She works for Amazon, and she has a temp right now of 102. So we really want to lift her daughter up in prayer, and hopefully that this is not the virus that has attacked her.
Do you know this person, Carol Wolosik?
I do. Carol Wolosik is here locally, and she's had she's an amputee, and she got hit on her motorcycle, and she's had a lot of problems with physical problems ever since. So and Sherry Seymour,
Sherry for her right hand.
Yeah.
And yes, we want you making more soap. Yes. So let's pray for that right hand. You know, I had something similar a few days ago. It was my wrist, my right wrist that was hurting. It's gone now, but yeah, that was interesting because I didn't do anything to it. It just, like, all of a sudden it was hurting.
And Julie Kiss, she wants to thank everyone for the prayers for her husband. They really worked, and he's on the road to recovery, and we will continue to hold you both up. Do you want to read Sally's?
Sally, for her grandson with epilepsy, to stay safe through this as we go into yet another extension of stay-home order to the middle of May. I hadn't heard that, Sally. Yeah. I don't watch the news, but it's dangerous for him to even get sick, let alone contract this. And that's the thing with people that have underlying medical conditions, and they're more high risk if they are exposed to the virus. I have a friend that's high risk, and she just tested positive for it. We've been praying for her the last couple of days. Her name's Yvonne, and let's continue to do that.
Can you hear her snoring down
I
there?
hear both of them snoring. Yeah. They're both sacked out. I don't think they slept very well because of the storm and the thunder and lightning.
So, yeah. And Tony says what she does for her clients, she infuses water with goodness. And that water has memory. We are made of water. We're like 70 to 85% water. And so water carries the vibration of the thoughts, the word, the energy surrounding it. And consequently, if whatever we do with our water is what we're bringing into ourselves. So it does work.
We're getting for all that are sick. A lot of prayer requests coming in. Thank you all. And I'm not sure who this is. It says Ellen, so I'm not sure who you are. But pray for my 89-year-old father who is traveling from Florida to Boston and is being evaluated for open heart surgery the first week of May, as one of the arteries feeding his heart is blocked. Yeah, there's still a lot of struggles going on other than COVID. So let's remember those that are in that situation, maybe needing surgery or needing more intense medical help.
And Diane says she infuses her tea with thoughts. It does any liquid, you know, and like she's got a cup this morning. It says faith. Every word, whether it's written or spoken, has energy. And so the energy of that word is infused in the beverage that the cup is holding. Yeah. So you are drinking that, which is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So the extended quarantine is coming in an 11 a.m. press news release.
Okay.
That's what that is. Okay.
I don't listen to news, so I get my news from you all. Oh, thank you to whoever posted our link to our group. I really appreciate it. So let me know, who is that? I don't think it's Ruth. It's way too early for Ruth to be up. So it may be Sue Seekoff or Dido Clark.
Whoever it is, good morning.
Good morning. And thank you. Enlightened World is so amazing. And yes, we are using the platform of Enlightened World to get this out far and wide. Anybody who needs a positive word in the morning. And isn't this a great way to start your morning?
It is.
I'm telling you, it warms my heart to be here with all of you.
And Sherry Seymour says prayers for the postal workers as well as the UPS and FedEx workers. Absolutely.
Any of the delivery people.
Anybody that's out there, anyone that's out there on the front lines, you know, they're getting to deal just firsthand with all of this energy.
And yes, Robert does this. Start infusing your coffee with Reiki.
Good morning, Robert.
Yeah,
hi.
Anything that you're drinking or putting in your body, go ahead and do that. And tell us the blessing that we can just say into the water.
Vav Mem Bet. V-A-V.
Here, I can type it.
Okay. M-E-M-B-E-T. Vav Mem Bet.
B-E-T?
B-E-T. Yes. And Vav Mem Bet is one of the 72 Hebrew names for God. And it takes water and takes it back to its divine, pristine state. So it infuses it with the energy of God and takes it back to its original So Vav Mem Bet, where you can do it with all of your beverages. When, like, I do this with the river every day. I go out and say it several times to the river. Vav Mem Bet. Vav Mem Bet. You can write that. Thank you, Tina. You can write that. I paint my bottles, my water bottles, and you can paint that on a bottle. You can write it on a bottle. You can take a piece of paper and set your beverage down on top of it. You know, love, peace, joy, good health, whatever. The water will absorb and will change its molecular structure to the vibration of the word.
It's in the intention.
Yes.
So when you're putting good intentions into that water you're drinking, or coffee, tea, whatever beverage, that changes the molecules.
Yeah.
So try it and see what happens. See if you feel any different, because it is changing you.
Sherry Seymour says she infuses all her soaps with Reiki. Sherry makes these
tell.
organic soaps with essential oils in that. In fact, we've got to come pick some soaps up that I ordered from her. And it's absolutely amazing. And Sally says she needs to go back to drinking crystal infused water. She felt so much better. I'm going to be I have little pieces of shungite that I can put in cheesecloth, and that will also help you with EMF radiation, and it will also help the same way crystal infused water. Water takes on everything, and our bodies are water, so whatever you're taking in, and any energy around that water, any emotions, when you get your water from the store, if you buy bottled water, bless that water. Thank it. Before you drink it, thank it. Really, really pay attention to what you're taking into your body. It's not just blessing food, it's blessing your water as well.
Yeah. Well, I see that it is time for us to just start to center and go into a time and a place where we lift each other up.
May I just read Robert's real quick? He says, true, crystal infused water is very good, but you have to be cautious about what crystals to use. And so Robert Dosa, he is like so knowledgeable and does lots of workshops on crystals and everything. So if you have a curiosity, do get a hold of him. And Kathleen, she uses solar water to all her beverages. So set your water out in the sun and put it in the fridge or whatever if you want it cold. So yeah, thank you, Kathleen. That's a good reminder too.
Oh yeah, Isabel, we will keep your teacher lifted up for sure.
Yeah.
She doesn't show for classes since last week.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we will. And let's just send positive thoughts that way.
Yeah.
We manifest with our thoughts. So let's manifest good in every situation right now.
And Luann is sending us all angelic fairy dust for a magical day.
Yes.
Thank you, Luann.
Yes, let's have that magical day. I'm so ready for one.
Yes, me too.
All right, so let's start to center. We've got some clearing to do this morning. So center your breath into your heart. As you breathe in deeply, see it sitting there in your heart center. And as the good positive energy that you're bringing in infuses in there, you see anything that's unlike love, unlike health and happiness and joy, you see that being pushed out with the out breath. So you're breathing in. Oh yeah, I feel that clearing already. Breathe in the breath into your lungs and see it covering you entirely with love, joy, gratitude, peace. Think into all those positive words that you want to hold inside of you. And let's relax out with the breath anything that's not serving us, anything that's not for our best and highest good. Let's just release it with love. You're not forcing anything. You're just saying goodbye to it. Thank all of the emotions, all of the thoughts for being there inside of you. But you want to pull in what's really going to make you have this best experience possible on earth. So breathe in the positive. Breathe out anything low vibration, anything that's not in alignment with your spirit. And let's do some grounding right now. Put your feet on Mother Earth if you can. If your feet are up, put them on the floor. Let's really feel Mother Earth underneath us. And let's call in 2 archangels to help us with this. Let's call in Archangel Jeryl, the angel of wisdom that will help us to know those things that will ground us. And let's call in Archangel Sandalphon, who helps to bring that crystal center of earth up to us. Feeling that beautiful grounding energy right now as it comes up to the bottom of our feet. And now with your next breath, let's draw that energy up to our heart. So feeling it down in Mother Earth, and bring that energy up to the heart center. Let's do it one more time, because I feel like there's still some things to be cleared as far as the balance inside each of us. So when you breathe in, see it going way down into the center of Mother Earth. And then pull it back up. Up, 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 through the bottom of your feet, through your legs, through your sacral and your solar plexus, and ending up anchoring into your heart. To see it sitting there, that wonderful balance. Feeling very centered now. You might find your body sitting more upright with this centering. Okay, awesome. So now that we're centered there in the heart, let's take another deep breath in and let it go up to the throat chakra, because we're going to clear some of that energy from the throat today. Breathe it in and see it moving up to the throat. Focus on the color blue. If you can, just think about that beautiful sky blue color swirling all around your throat chakra. Let that energy be there. See if there's any place in your throat that feels like there's a clog, something that's just stuck energy, it's stagnant energy there in your throat. Move it with the breath. So when you bring the breath in, let it open up and expand that throat chakra. Feel that energy start to move away out of your body as the chakra opens up and allows the energy to flow. This is how you create the energy movement, is with the breath and with envisioning that energy center opening wider and wider. There's some energy there of stiffness. So somebody has some physical stiffness in your neck. It feels like it's to the right side, all going down into that right shoulder. So let's release that energy with the out breath. Let your shoulder relax. Let that tension that's there in your neck relax. Deep breath in and blow out any tension, any energy that has been stagnant, that's stopping you from speaking your truth, from being your authentic self in everything that you say. Let's let those words come up and out, whatever it is that needs to be said. Let's infuse it with an energy of love, so that when your words come out of your mouth, even if they're words that are where you've been hurt, where you're expressing that hurt, let it be said with love. And let's focus on the words we say to ourselves right now. That's where a lot of this stuck energy is. That's what I'm feeling, that there's something stuck right in the middle of the throat, and it's something that needs to be said to yourself. Let's open that up. Let's look at the way we're talking to ourselves, that language that we use. Are you lifting yourself up, or are you putting yourself down? That's what's going on right now with some of this energy. Let's release any of those hurtful words that we use with ourselves. I feel the energy start to move more, and now it's shifted to the back of the neck. There's some energy there that wants to move on out, so let's let it move out. And you do that with the out breath. Breathing in love, keep doing this cycle. Breathe in love right to your throat, and breathe out anything unlike love. Push it out away from you. and release it with love. Love and gratitude. Thank you for being there. Thank you for the experience. Thank you for what I learned from those times when I go into the shadow, those times when I may not be so nice to myself or others. Thank you for that experience. And now I'm going to release that. I release that energy and bring in the energy of love. Love for myself first. Filling myself up with that beautiful energy of love in all that I say and all that I do. Let's take a scan of that throat area. Just really feel into your energy. How does it feel now? Do you still feel like you need to clear your throat? Do you still feel a constriction there in that area? If you do, breathe in the love. Keep doing this. Breathe in the love. Breathe out and release anything that's unlike love, any low vibration energy. Just release it. Let it go. And there's some resistance, and the resistance seems to go down into the heart chakra, so let's breathe into there right now. Realizing that it's okay to be loved. You're in a safe place. This is a safe container for you to do this exercise of receiving love into your heart. You can put your hand on your heart center and see how it feels in there. Release with love. Let it come up. It's going to come up through the throat. You may do some clearing, some coughing, some clearing of the throat. Let it out. This is the absolute best thing you can do for yourself in the morning especially. You want to start out your day with clearing away, just like you would wash your body in the morning. Clear away anything that's hanging around in there. You don't want to carry that throughout your day. So let's release that energy of anything unlike love. Any place inside of you where there's a shadow that will pop up through the day, let's release those shadows right now. I feel good release going on. This is great. Continue to breathe in the love and breathe out anything unlike love, letting it go until you feel like you are breathing in love and you're breathing out love. It has cleared the way for you now to breathe love into your world, into other people, into those you interact with, those you care about. And that's what we're getting ready to do. So with that heart full of love that you've been breathing in and clearing the space for, let's send that love into all these prayer requests. Every request that has been made and brought forth by either the typing in the comments or speaking it out loud or holding it in your inside of you, knowing who it is that you want to lift up. Let's right now bring all of that to mind. Let's especially focus on our government leaders that are making decisions that affect all of us. Let's pour energy into that and send love into that. Let's look at them as a collective because their energy is affecting us, the whole world. Let's pour energy into anyone affected by the virus, even those that have lost people, lost their loved ones through this virus. They're hurting right now, so let's lift them up, that they can feel our love surrounding them. Let's pray for those who have contracted the virus that are fighting for their lives. Let's pray for those that are experiencing some other form of medical condition that needs attention, and send love to them that they'll get the attention they need and the medical help they need. And then let's lift up all of us, those that gather here at the river every morning, this angelic river family. We are family. We love each other unconditionally. And we show that love, and we shower each other with it throughout the day. And then we come together in the morning to see how everybody's doing. This is a beautiful, beautiful ministry that's going on here. So having expressed that and thought about that, all these requests, let's release them, just like you released all that energy that wasn't serving you. You know how to do this now. Breathe in the love in your heart as you held all of this in your mind, and then release it to God. Let it go to God right now. And when we say God, it's the God of your understanding. Whatever you call the Creator, breathe it with the out breath and see it traveling directly to the white light. All of those requests, all those people are covered now in white light. And that includes myself and you, everyone that's listening, everyone that's gathered here. We're covered in the white light. Do you feel that? Did you feel that shift as that white light just totally surrounded us and covered us? And it's inside of us. It's in our hearts. Feel that peace. That's what I'm feeling right now. The peace that comes over us when we know that we're seen. We know we're heard. We know we're acknowledged in our care and our concern for others and for ourselves. So let's do our outreach right now to anyone who may be listening, anyone who will listen. We send love to each other, and we do it in such a beautiful way. We connect, and that's what this time is all about right now, this time out that we've been given, this little pause in our world. We've been given that so we can help each other and connect with each other. So let's do that right now. Envision that we're physically standing around in a circle, because we are. Our spirits are standing around in that circle. And with all that love, that white light, remember the white light that came in and it felt so good? Let's remember that. That's the unconditional love that came into our hearts. And let's look at each other right now, starting with the person on your left. You may not know who it is. You might be visioning somebody. Turn to that person and say, I love you.
I love you.
And then as it comes around with everybody's beautiful unconditional love that they are holding in their heart, they're sending it around the circle and it comes back in. Just receive it. Receive that love, that yumminess, that beautiful white light. Receive it into your heart. It's overwhelming sometimes. It brings tears to my eyes to feel this love bomb that you all give me every morning. Whew, how great that feels. So now we're going to just send it out to the world, send it out to our earth, every inhabitant on earth, and especially everyone here in our little circle, our little world. We're going to say to everyone in the circle, thank you, I love you. And we do it to the count of 3 so that we're all saying it at the same time. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I forgot the gratitude, but I am so grateful for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Give
Thank
yourself
you,
a
everyone.
hand.
Yes.
I love this time together. I love our heart telephone, as our beautiful Deirdre has pronounced that that's what it is, and we love that title for it. Thank you all for being here. And as we were doing that, the rain has kicked up again. It started coming in, and I feel the wind
start coming in the window.
It was like a fresh wind that came through,
and
when
it
the rain
was
started.
Susie cough And thank you, Sue. She's here
Thank
with
you,
us, Sue.
Sue.
It's wonderful to see you this morning.
And thank you for
Mary.
putting that link. She put up the link to
Yes.
Rising Up with Jeryl Ann for Saturday.
Thank you. Yes,
Thank
see,
you,
Megan
Sue.
Michael will be on with me Saturday night. So thank you, Sue.
Thank you all for that
And
love.
Mary.
Look at the heart.
I know. They're just going crazy.
I love you guys. You all are so amazing.
Yeah, I hope you all have just the most blessed day.
Yes, you all are beautiful.
Yeah.
You are just beautiful.
And thank you. And remember, I am so grateful for you for holding me up over the last few days. I honestly could not have made it through without all of you. It makes all the difference in the world how we go through this time. And you've been my anchor.
Oh, I love that. Sharon Boyle. This time I imagine we were in a skydive ring, floating in the air, holding hands. Let's do that the next time.
Yes.
We'll make a big old skydive ring.
I love it.
Yeah, we're floating when we do that heart telephone.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you. Thank
you.
It feels so good, Isabel says. Isabel, I'm so glad that you received and that you felt that love. And all of you that are giving thanks. Oh, we so appreciate you. It's given right back.
Yes. We love you so much. You start our day. We all start this day together. We're in this together, you guys. We are family.
We
Absolutely. My throat just keeps clearing and clearing and clearing.
There's going to be clearing that keeps on clearing.
Oh, and don't forget, Diane Allison Beiersdorfer is on at 9:30 this morning. So from 9:30 to 10:30. And then Teri's on today at 4 o'clock, and the workshop is at 11. So that's a private group, but if you would like to join in, please just private message me.
Yeah.
And
I'm putting the shield of Archangel Michael over all of you.
Yes.
If you want that attunement, just let me know. I'm sending it out right now to everybody for protection through your day. Whatever that looks like, whatever you need that protection for, Michael is there.
And Catherine is sending everyone extra fairy dust today.
Yeah.
So wonderful. Thank you so much.
And yes, you envisioned our circle all around the world. Me too. Me too. That's how I see it. That's how we intend it. And intention is powerful.
Yes.
So bye everybody. We love you. We love you. We love you.
Everybody. We love you. Mwah.
Bye.
Have a great day.